Hey everybody. So for today's skill, we're going to do an EMOM, every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. You're going to go back and forth between two movements. So on the odd minutes 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, you're going to do 3 wall walks. When you finish your 3 wall walks, you take the rest of that minute to rest until your next minute. In the even minutes, 2, 4, 6, 10, 8, 10. And that's going to be 20 arch rocks. So let's take a look at these movements here. The wall walk, we're going to start laying on the floor, so your chest and thighs are on the floor, and your feet are up against the wall. Then you're going to use your legs to walk yourself up and back. The goal here is to get your thighs to touch the wall. You don't have to get your chest or stomach to the wall, just your thighs. Once you have full elbow extension and thighs against the wall, you walk back down to the floor. You're not finished until you get back down to the floor, back to the starting position, chest and thighs to the floor. And that's 1 rep. We're going to do that 3 times. 3 doesn't sound like a big number, but these are actually a lot harder than they look. So if that number is too many for a minute, after a while, you can scale that down to 1 or 2, whatever it needs to be. Also, if you can't get your thighs to the wall, get up as high as you can, lock your legs up against the wall and hold that position and call that your wall walk. You're scaling to that position rather than finishing all the way with thighs to the wall. The next movement is the arch rock. So we're laying on our stomachs. You're going to arch up into the Superman position. So that means your shoulders and legs are up in the air. You're going to rock back and forth. Sometimes this is pretty hard to get motivated or moving, so start by bringing your feet toward your head and then just release and rock back and forth. You're keeping that tension in your lower back the whole time. And we're going to do 20 of those. Once again, it's a lot of reps. 20 times 5 is 100, so if you need to scale that down to 10 or whatever it may be, go ahead and do that. Then we're going to get into our workout. For our workout, very simple on paper. That does not make it easy. Looking at the blue and the black, they're very similar. Rep schemes are a little different, and the movements are slightly different. So we're going to do, in the blue, we're going to do knee push-ups and air squats. So we're going to do 18 knee push-ups and 18 air squats. Then 15 push-ups, 15 squats. 12 push-ups, 12 squats, 9, 9. And that'll be it for time. In the black, we're going to do a little bit more on the rep count. You see, we start at 21, we end at 3. Same thing, we do 21 of each movement, 18 of each movement, and down to 3. And these will be push-ups and jumping air squats. So let's take a look at these movements. We've got the knee push-up here. You're obviously on your knees. You're starting at the top. You drop your chest to the floor. We do need to see full range of motion here, so let's get that chest all the way to the floor. Don't fight gravity on the way down. Fight it on the way up. And you're going to finish with your elbows extended or locked at the top. And that's one movement. The push-up is going to be the same thing, but obviously we're not on our knees, we're on our toes, and you're going to go chest to the floor, elbows extended. It's important you do get your chest all the way to the floor. I understand there's a lot of reps here. Instead of scaling to half or quarter reps, take a little longer, make your workout longer, or scale by going to your knees. If your legs are touching the floor during this movement, you should probably go to your knees. It's time to scale it. Make that call and start scaling the movement. The next one is the air squat. So we're standing with our feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed out, butt back and down, hip crease below the kneecap. That's our standard. So all the way down below parallel, and then stand all the way back up. That's important too. Get your hips fully extended and knees fully extended. That's 1 rep. Keep your heels on the floor. Keep your knees out as you go down and as you come up, nice and stable position. If we're doing the jumping air squat, we are going to do the same thing. We're squatting, except when we come up and get that knee and hip extension, our feet are going to leave the floor. You don't have to jump super high. You can see I'm getting kind of high here in the air, but you just need to leave the floor and get full knee and hip extension. That is your jumping air squat. Now looking at these 2 different blue and black, you can mix and match here, meaning maybe you can do the rep counts for the black, but you're going to be on your knees for the push-ups and you're not jumping on the air squats. Or maybe you're going to do the push-ups and the jumping air squats, but you're going to scale those reps down to what the blue reps are, or however you want to mix and match that. Maybe you're great at push-ups but not jumping air squats. Maybe you're great at jumping air squats but not push-ups. You figure that out. If you have any questions on this, let me know. Log your scores on Beyond the Whiteboard. I will see you tomorrow.